Let's go. Hi guys, thanks for showing up.
It's been another week.
It's been
another week.
45 days have passed since we've last seen you.
45 days?
Yes. It's biblical, I don't know. Kind of.
No,
like,
it's 40.
roughly.
40 is a number, bud.
40
days, 40 nights.
Nuh-uh. 45. Pretty sure that was the Josh Hart.
Probably should just put like 42, because that's the answer to everything.
Sure.
That is the most biblical that biblical can be.
Correct.
Hi.
Anyways,
We're the guys
talking
Beholder.
about
Today we're talking about Isle of Cats.
The Isle of
the
Cats.
Isle of Cats.
Isle of Cats, comma the. Tony won the game.
I did.
Tony, tell me, do you like the game? See how I hit him with a hard-hitting question right away? That's how we jump in.
Shouldn't be a hard-hitting question.
What do we think about this game, my guy?
I don't think this game was for us.
Mm-hmm.
It is a game
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed a game.
that people can play. I just don't think it was a good fit for
We
us.
do technically play it.
It's
That's what we did
Yeah, we technically played it.
45 days ago.
Why is this?
42, 47,
No.
5 minutes ago.
I'm sticking to what I said.
Okay, yeah. I just don't think it was a good fit for our particular group.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's inherently a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's something that we personally enjoy or what we're looking for. That being said, I do think there are some great things about it. Some things that I enjoy about it. A lot of things I don't enjoy about it. So some of the things I enjoy about it, I actually enjoy the drafting mechanisms in there. It makes something interesting happen.
I do like drafts.
Yeah.
Okay.
It adds an interesting interactive element that you typically would not get in a game like this, where you're just laying puzzle pieces.
I do like the Tetris aspect.
Yeah.
That is
Filling out your board and connecting pieces and
should be giving me a lot more dopamine.
Should be. So
Yeah.
should be. So
I think it came down to what it is. So
Well, no, Tony was middle point. I'm sorry.
Fuck Tony said.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you see that?
wow.
Go on.
No. You're pretty fucking serious about it, bud.
So, most games have like clear goals, small time goals. You accomplish said goals, you feel good. This game, it just kind of seems like you're doing fucking whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you just
Right. It's a
Well,
lot.
I mean, the whatever is what you're drafting, right? So your
Yeah.
lesson cards that you're taking there are like the goals that you're supposed to be playing for.
kinda.
It just depends if you get lined up with it. So like,
And
I don't think
why-
it's any different than like birds, right? When like you get the random fucking special objectives and you're like, oh, okay, get 15 birds
Okay.
that say yellow.
I will tell you why it's different than birds is because birds, the objective is we are all building, our aviary, right? In theory. And we are just making ours the best it can be, however we can. The first objective that they give you is save as many cats as you can. Not unless you want to win the game. Don't save as many cats as you can.
Yeah. I mean,
So I think that's a separate.
No, both times. I'm telling you. I
understand that.
I'm just trying to save cats. I save the cats, I lose.
That's an argument against your point where it's no different than Wingspan, right?
No, so the thing that I'm saying about Wingspan is that there are bonus objectives in the game that exist that dictate how you should play the game.
Yes.
That drive the direction that you should play
Still
the game.
shit out eggs, get a bunch of points, and it's the core mechanics of the game that you win. The objectives just enhance. This is like, you get the blues, you play the blues.
Right.
You play to the blues.
You play to the blues.
Kind of fuck the cats.
Well, it depends
Cats
on
are-
what blues you're
Yeah,
getting.
Cats are there to complete blues. Not like you could still win just cats, no blues.
That's true. I will concede that. That's fair. And I'm not going to sit here and defend this game.
Right.
Because I already said I wasn't a fan. But I just don't... I think it's important to understand that you say that there's not a driving mechanism to the game. There is a driving mechanism to the game.
Just doesn't feel
it
good.
just doesn't feel good. Yes. The inherent driving objective of the game is use cats with the lessons and treasures that you gain along the way to have the most points.
Yeah.
Right? It's not necessarily to save the most cats.
They're just there
From a
to accomplish
thematic point
other
of view,
things.
from a thematic point of view, yes, the objective should be save cats, get treasure, right? That's just not the case,
Yeah.
Right.
right? And I want to circle back to what you were saying earlier. That saving the most cats doesn't feel good, right? Which I agree with, and I think they really missed an opportunity to use lesson cards to enhance
Catting.
Right? Because there are lesson cards.
Get a few cats from the fields
Yeah.
if you play this or something.
Yes. And I mean, they do have cards where it's like get 2, but you're still paying for them.
Right.
Which feels bad, right? You should be able to like.
I'm not getting rewarded. This isn't smart. This is functionally only a little different.
I still need 2 baskets for. I need to follow all the rules. So not only am I paying for the card, but then I'm paying for the fish, and then I need everything like everything else. It feels bad to do that. But instead, they have lesson cards that reward you for not saving cats.
Sure do.
Right? So they have lesson cards where it's like, oh, if this room isn't filled, you get bonus points. Or if the rats, which you want to cover up, are showing, they're actually giving you points, not giving away points.
Literally every aspect of the game that you're supposed to do, there's a card to counter it.
Correct.
That says, just don't do this game.
Don't play the game, and you win the game. And that feels bad. That is not okay.
Right.
The first time that we played this game, Larry scored like 140 points.
Yeah, I think it might have been 160 something. Maybe that was before the minuses.
Yeah. And he crushed like all of us. Like it wasn't even close.
Sure did.
And he won playing the least amount of cats.
And it was only fun because it was a dick move. It wasn't fun to be fun.
Right.
Like, I did not enjoy it.
It was fun because it was cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just
like-
funny when you guys are like, oh, I'm doing all my stuff. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm shitting on you and I did nothing. That's the only reason. Like, it wasn't actually fun.
Right. And that is super feels bad for other people, right? Like, why am I getting hurt for playing the game and you're getting rewarded for not playing the game?
Yeah, go ahead, cover those rats, loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that is extremely poor game design. And I don't know what, like, brought that about. I'm assuming it was, like, they were playtesting and people were like, I feel bad for losing points, not covering my rooms. I don't think the answer to that is to make cards that reward you for not covering your rooms. I think the answer to that is not lose points when you don't cover a fucking room. Right?
Right.
Maybe it's like, if you don't cover, like, the first 2 are free. And then, like, so it's some sort of give.
Or maybe have the cards where, like, instead of you're losing points for this room, you get extra points for covering that.
You're crazy.
Right.
Which there are some of those that do exist. I had one during my most recent playthrough. But, like, that should be the majority of them.
Right.
Also, like, that is a lot of cards.
Yeah.
That's because you need all those lessons cards to make it a different playing experience every time for the individual, which I had to have been the idea, right?
Sure.
I guess so.
You know, so which I get, they kind of did succeed, but they did it too much.
Yeah. And I think the point of those is to try and create scenarios where you're not doing the same strategy every single time, but by doing so, they created a strategy where you have to do the same thing every single
You
time.
hoard blues and then
You
hope
take as many
fulfill
blues
them.
as you possibly can, and then whatever you hit the jackpot on, you hit the jackpot on, right? So yeah, like your first hand, you're like, okay, cool, like, yeah, I'm going to draft blue cats, because that's the card I got. Draft blue cats. Cool, I do that. Next time around, oh, hey, I got this card that says don't cover rats. All right, I'm not going to cover rats. I'll just do something else. And it's creating variability, but it's not inherently fun. Which I guess that would be kind of my biggest pullback from the game. Is that there's a lot of mechanisms in here to create variables and versatility, but they don't mesh with what the actual theme that they're trying to set for the game.
There's, I just want to add in, back to, just from the get-go, it's save cats, right? That's what
it's not.
It's what you read on the first page.
Right. It objectively is not save cats. It is hoard blues,
And then
see what
save
happens
the
from
cats
there.
you want.
And then save the cats that you
Save
want.
the cats you want and strategically place them on your boat
Right.
to minimize loss.
Yeah.
Right.
Not necessarily maximize gain. Minimize loss.
Right. Because that's not where you're getting your points.
Right.
So, I don't have anything to add in there. I'm sorry. I had a thought.
Vesh,
You guys
buddy?
finished.
You had a lot to
Vesh.
say about that, man.
The stupid character that they all decided to write this incredibly deep, rich lore that apparently is fun and
Nobody said it was fun.
you're right.
We said it was deep and rich.
So these cats are mythical creatures. Actually, they're not.
No. The cats are cats. But there are mythical creatures.
No, they have histories. And the cats
yeah,
are not
Oshaks.
just normal cats.
Oh.
Not even the Oshaks. All of the cats are special and magical.
Oh, okay.
In their own way.
In their own different way. The Oshaks
Sure,
are
yeah,
just
we all are.
mythical, or in the sense, I don't know.
Yeah, friendship is magic.
So Vesh is attacking this island for strategic reasons because there is a power here that he wants destroyed. Vesh, again, I keep saying that name. He's this boogeyman who's a pirate who's going across the seas. You know more than I do. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's actually an extended lore. So the people that made this game is the City of Games. They're the publishing studio for this. And they have an entire set of games that are all built into this universe.
I don't care about that mechanic. I care about what the lore is, what that history is.
Okay, the lore, right?
Yes.
So Vesh was a human guy, started studying necromancy.
As one does.
As one does. He found out
live
that
forever.
the people, the ancients of this world, their blood goop stuff, he slurped that, and it became an Eldritch beating.
And then said, I'm going to fucking kill some cats.
And then while he was while he was gestating in power, everyone came and killed him. And then he's like, well, guess what? Somehow, Vesh is back. All right, that's what they said. All right, I don't know.
Somehow.
They just said
Okay.
yeah, and then Star Wars did. But then, yeah, this is him coming back. And
it's returned.
They explain how.
yeah, but somehow. Somehow.
Hey, some random asshole's not going to know this somehow.
Right,
It was fair.
Yeah. So this is him coming back, and I it doesn't say he's specifically coming here first. It's just that it's along the way, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, we didn't care. So we, instead of the black marker for Vesh, we used Sephiroth.
Because he actually could destroy
He's
the
the actual destroyer.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got. We like him too.
He's a good guy.
We literally would hang out with him. Will he let us?
Do crime, Other things that I like.
I'm not saying I would join his army. I'd just be like, I'm just not gonna stop you, dude. I couldn't.
Yeah,
but I'm
you
not
couldn't
gonna
if you
wanted to.
Like, you go ahead. Just go ahead.
I kind of want to add a little thing extra here. During our playthrough, we did say that we were killing the cats. Because the cats that you leave in the field, in the book they say they scatter and the island gets destroyed, so
they die.
They die.
That's what is implied by that sentence.
Yeah, but there is a sequel game that's called Race to the Wrath that's supposed to be about the cats that get left behind.
Which I'm assuming then some of them die.
Yes, at some point.
They get Sephiroth.
Right. How many games are they going to keep continuing down the line? Are they then like bunkering, like they're digging underground?
Well,
afterwards?
then the next game after that would be
Dwarf
the City of Kings, which is the game where you go after Vash, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a game after that about what happened about after Vash, right? So like the repopulation. Yeah, it's interesting that they have an entire cinematic universe. Game not fun. Really fascinating that they have built an
cool D&D campaign, bro. But I'm trying to play cats.
Yeah.
I just wanted
Make cats better.
to save cats. I just wanted to save cats. I wanted them to be cute. They were cute.
I mean, but yeah.
But I didn't care. I wasn't looking at them. I was looking at the shapes to see if they fit on my boat to cover up all these rats. And then I lost the game because I was playing the game.
So some of the things that we talked about with the drafting and the mechanics of like drawing lesson cards and hoarding lesson cards, some of that stuff does get eliminated by playing the family version of the game, which I will say the family version rules of the game. You get 2 cards. Those are your bonus objectives. You're not paying the draft cards. You're not paying to draft cats. They're just kind of like exist there, and you're taking them and you're building out your thing. You still lose the room for the points. You still lose points for rats. But that can help alleviate kind of a lot of the problems that we personally saw with the game. Where we saw big power spikes from hoarding lesson cards. So, I guess maybe that version of the game would be a little bit more interesting. But then you're also eliminating the drafting. And replacing it with just a pure Tetris experience. And no, like, player interactions. Some people like that. Some people would be more interested in that. I don't think it would have been for us. Because, again, I personally found the drafting experience to be the most fun part of the game.
I just don't think it's... I just didn't see it fitting with
Oh yeah, no,
all the
I
other-
agree.
all the
I
other
don't-
elements of the game.
Yeah, no.
So I don't.
It doesn't make any sense. Even like thematically, from the lore
Right.
reason, they're saying that the cards that you're collecting are like the treasures that you found. Like, why the hell am I trading treasures with you, jackholes?
Right.
Right? These are my treasures.
Why am I not working with the two of you on this clearly noble cause?
Yeah.
You know?
a co-op version of it might
I
have
don't
been
know.
better. I don't know. Instead, yeah, we're competing to see who can have the best boat on the way back, because that's
Right.
clearly what's important right now. As this man's coming.
Right. Again, I saved the most cats, and
You did.
I lost.
It was pretty close. I had a lot of cats.
So what do we do with the cats afterwards? Like, we're not throwing the cats at this man. We're
Well,
not stopping
I was
this
suspecting
man.
something like, Death Clock, or just like, release the kitties, and they all come out and,
But if he's blowing up an entire island of them, I doubt our boat.
So I think it
goes
says we go back to, like, the big city, or, like, one of the cities that's, like, on the coast. I'm assuming everyone dies. Yeah.
Right, because the big scary man has not been stopped, right? That's
No,
the
because
other
we
game.
just took some shiny shit and said, "Hey, let's get out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still Sephiroth.
Correct. Yeah.
So
So,
like, we did nothing to slow or stop this man.
no.
Right.
No. But, I mean, to be fair, that's not really our job. Right? Like, that's not my job.
And saving cats is also not our job.
yeah, but I like treasure.
You like
Yeah.
lessons, too.
Yeah, lessons aren't bad.
Yeah.
I like learning things. Yeah, so I just think that, like, the lore and theme that they were setting up kind of had butts with the idea of trying to save as many cats as possible. And its
And then the mechanics also.
Right.
mechanics don't line up with that as well.
It's like there were 6 people who were writing a story for this game, and there were 6 people who were working on the mechanics of this game, and nobody said no to each other.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, oh yeah, keep adding more into this, into this conglomerate of a game, and this is what we're left with. No one said no when someone needed to say no.
What would you take out?
I would take out the drafting. I know you disagree with me, but that's the first thing in
Play
mind.
the family version, Mike.
I would go
Just
down.
play the family
I would
version.
go down to the family version. I liked your idea of just don't make it hurt for not filling the boat. Don't punish me for not filling the boat.
Well, that's what blue cards are for. They don't punish you for not filling the boat.
Right.
Also, you should probably have some negatives for not finishing like blue
Right.
cards, which would add an aspect of like, do I actually draft this card?
Right. There should be a negative for not finishing the
No.
lesson. So you just can't have 30 of them and
Win the game off of that.
win the game off that.
Yeah, because there's 2 different cards that give you points for lessons,
Sure are.
Right.
which is insane. Crazy. Okay.
How about you, Larry? What would you take away or add?
Is there any way to make this game fun for you?
I don't think so.
You think there's nothing?
Not that I can think of. It just didn't feel good to play. It's like Juicy Fruits. Sometimes you just play it, you're like, this
Bro,
is
you were
a
gonna
game.
leave it alone, man.
It's
Juicy Fruit is substantially better than this.
I would
You
even
can say
say
that.
that.
You can say all you want.
I would say that also. I hate the 2 game boards, but that's fine.
What?
I hate the 2 game boards. The
The GUI?
There's one with like the
GUI.
the lessons, and then there's the one you actually slide stuff around.
yes,
Oh,
Yeah. Substantially better game.
sure.
it is a substantially better game.
So yeah, unfortunately, I think this was a swing and a miss. Other people might enjoy it.
Yeah.
I would recommend playing the family version if you're gonna play it.
Not the worst thing I've ever played.
Oh, it's an eaten apple because it's the mess hall. I get it.
You think that this is better than this? You're out of your damn mind.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. We gave you our thoughts on this game. What are your thoughts on this game? Go down in the comments. Don't forget to
What a dumbass game.
like, comment, and subscribe. We're done. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely done, alright.
Yeah.
Bye. Throw the pencil out.
Get the hell out of my head.
do 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 do